Today's story is about a tiny cable box and a property owner who believed the government had gone too far. This is a story of Loretto versus Teleprompter Manhattan CATV Corp. The case began in New York during the rise of cable television. At the time, New York wanted more apartment buildings connected to cable service, so the state passed a law requiring landlords to allow cable companies to install small cable boxes and wires on their buildings. One landlord, Jean Loretto, objected. She owned an apartment building in Manhattan and did not like the idea that the government could force a private company to place equipment on her property permanently. Welcome to Once Upon a Case, because the law isn't just for lawyers, it's for everyone. The equipment itself was small, just a little metal cable box and several wires attached to the outside of the building. Many people probably thought, what's the big deal? It's tiny. But to Loretto, the issue was not the size of the box. The issue was property rights. She argued that property owners should have the right to decide who or what can permanently place equipment on their property. New York argued that the law was reasonable because it helped residents gain access to cable television. The case eventually reached the Supreme Court of the United States in 1982. The constitutional question was this: does permanently placing equipment on private property count as a taking under the Fifth Amendment, even if the equipment is very small? The Supreme Court ruled in favor of Loretto. Justice Thurgood Marshall explained that permanently placing equipment on someone else's property counts as a taking that requires compensation. The court said the size of the invasion did not matter. What mattered was that the government had permanently allowed a private company to place equipment on someone else's property. The decision became one of the most important property rights rulings in American law and helped define the limits of government power over private property. And that's the story of Loretto versus Teleprompter Manhattan CATV Corp. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this story, follow along for more. See you on the next episode.